All right. Well, thanks for tuning in to AJ Adventures. I'm Aaron. Today's the big day. We're finally on the road and just leaving Edmonton now. So I had a bunch of running around to do this morning. I had to head out to my buddy Andrew's, and we both broke one max tracks out of both our pairs. So together we have one working set. So I went out there to borrow that. Stopped in at work at the hangar and grabbed my extreme cold weather gear. Jeep's all loaded up. I got almost 200 liters of fuel, say about 40 liters of diesel for the diesel air heater, enough food for at least a week, so and 20 liters of water. Yeah, so even if I do get into a whiteout situation, thanks a lot there, Mark, for that comment. That's some good information and very helpful tips, so things to watch out for. If I get into a whiteout situation, I'm good for, I'd say, at least 6-7 days until the heater would stop running. Yeah, that's and I got food and water and all that stuff as well, indoor toilet and everything. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. Play it by ear. I'm not going to drive myself into a corner. I'm going to be pretty safe on this trip. Driving solo, you really got to be careful and, you know, make sure you don't get yourself into a nasty situation. So not only do I have to worry about badgers, but there's also there's gonna be bison and buffalo up there as well. So, and they're curious animals. They'll come in and check and see what's going on. They can spook and charge, and so I am going to be keeping my distance from animals. I do have a good lens for taking pictures, and you know, I got lots of noisemakers, and if worse comes to worse in the end, you know, I do have a shotgun with I'll carry both shot and slugs. Yeah, hopefully don't need it, but it's there if the worst should happen. So now we are just circumventing Edmonton. I'm on the Anthony Henday, and I'm going to be looping around and heading on up to the north side, and then taking the highway up onto Fort Mac. I'll be staying in Fort Mac tonight. I'm going to find a spot to camp out, and then after that, the next day is the big day where it's my first winter road, and be driving to Fort Chipewyan, crossing the Athabasca, and then on to Fort Smith, and that's when I get to the Northwest Territories. They did open the border this morning for leisure travel. You still have to fill out a form for your, what is that called, your self-isolation plan. I filled that out first thing this morning when I got up, so hopefully I'll get a response back soon, and yeah, just saying I'm allowed to travel. So up until now it's only been for compassionate or work reasons. Alright, well, stay tuned, and hope you enjoy this first day of the video. Right now I'm driving up Highway 63 North, which takes you straight to Fort Mac. It's a few hundred kilometers. When I left Edmonton, I knew I was getting spoiled with the roads there. They're clear and dry, and a little bit of overcast. It was -4 out, but the roads are real nice. About halfway through the trip to Fort Mac, and this is more what I expected. So, yeah, trip's going good. I know I'm getting further from home when I can't hear the radio stations anymore. So, downloaded lots of music on my Spotify, so I'll be listening to that. Some audiobooks, you know, something to keep me entertained and keep me awake while I'm driving. I don't know if you guys noticed the glasses. I don't know if I've talked about them before, but I work a lot of night shift, and for this trip I also wanted to be able to make sure I could see really good, and so I went with the yellow tint in them. It's a lot like shooting glasses, and it really enhances the shadows, so you can really see everything really good, even in the daytime and dusk at night. They help a lot. imagine there's going to be, this is probably going to be a regular thing on this trip, random thoughts. It's just thinking about, driving a Jeep. You don't buy a Jeep for your fuel economy. If you want good fuel economy, you're going to be looking elsewhere. But us Jeep people, we know that. You're driving basically a brick. You got the aerodynamics of a brick going down the highway. But the fun thing about it, a Jeep is like a piece of Lego. You can modify it so much. So I've been driving along, monitoring my fuel economy, and previous trips, I was pretty worried about it. It gets pretty up there. And I've been seeing as high as 21 liters per 100 kilometers. Driving along on this trip, I've been really careful with not just flooring it on the gas pedal and kind of pumping when I get to higher RPMs to shift gears, and I've been really trying to drive carefully, and I've been watching my fuel economy number go down, and it's kind of good to see. It's comforting. So I'm down right now to 18.3 liters per 100 kilometers. So comment down below, what's the highest fuel economy you've seen in your Jeep, and what are some tricks and tips you got for getting better fuel economy, and what's the best you've got? All right, well, back to driving. Just pulling into Fort McMurray now. It is, say it's almost 3 o'clock in the afternoon. That was 480 kilometers. First thing I'm going to do is fuel up the Jeep, check things over on it real quick. I also want to try and figure out where I'm camping. I've seen some nice river valley looking areas. See if we can find something in there. And and check the area out. So there's an oil sands discovery center, so I might go take a look at that. I've never been to Fort Mac before, and it's bigger than I thought. Well, let's explore a little. Well, that was a quick day, so I'm just parked north of Fort McMurray. It's not a glamorous parking spot or a camping site. It is a rest stop, so it's got a staging area for trucks and restrooms and all that kind of stuff here. It's a little bit off the highway, so sitting in here with my with the diesel air heater going, I can't even hear the highway, which is nice. The reason I'm not going any further is the next stop would be Fort Chipewyan, and it'd be dark by the time I get there. So I'm going to get up bright and early in the morning, and I'm going to make a push for Fort Chipewyan and then on to Fort Smith. Tomorrow drive up to Fort McKay. It's about 40 kilometers, and then after that it's my first winter road, so pretty excited about that. For now, I'm just going to edit today's video. I'm going to make myself some dinner, and then I'm going to lay in bed, probably read a book for a bit and relax. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning, and see you then. Have a good night. Bye.